Welcome to my London flat tour video. I have been calling this place my home the past 2 years, but this weekend we are packing up our things and moving to a completely different area in London. So before I do that, I want to show you what a one bed, one bath flat in Zone 1, Central London might look like. This place came fully furnished with 24/7 concierge and a whole bunch of great amenities. So make sure that you stay until the very end to see all the great amenities that this place has to offer. This was listed at £2,550 per month as of 2 years ago, but I do know that the new tenants who are moving in just a few weeks will be paying £2,700, so the price definitely has gone up quite a bit. But without further ado, welcome to my home. So right when you come in, you have this big open space right here. We're gonna start in the bathroom as a first room. This bathroom makes me feel like I'm in a hotel. I love how clean, bright, and spacious this bathroom is. I love what they've done here with the light. And as you might already know, it is so hard to find storage in London flats, especially sometimes in bathrooms. So this is a huge plus that there's a ton of storage behind the mirror here. During our first flat in London, there was absolutely no storage in the bathroom. So we had to buy like a little cabinet space outside of the bathroom to store all of our things. So yeah, I definitely would not be taking the storage behind this mirror for granted. And now moving on to the living room and the kitchen. I share this flat with my boyfriend and we both cook a lot. So I love how open this kitchen is because we're not fighting over each other when we're cooking. I can be prepping over here while he's cooking over there. So yeah, the space functionality works out really well. The one negative thing about this kitchen though is it didn't come with any storage for utensils or anything like that. There are no drawers at all. So like when we first moved in, I was like, where are we going to keep all of our utensils? But luckily the flat came with this drawer in the bedroom. So we just took this out from the bedroom and put it in here. And this is kind of where we store all of our utensils. So this is actually a 2-in-1 oven and microwave, which is cool. But when you have to use the oven and the microwave at the same time, you can't really do that. The good thing is we do have an air fryer here. So we typically just kind of use the air fryer and not the oven and just use this for an actual microwave. Oh, and there is built-in lighting, which is super nice when we're prepping and everything. So it makes the countertop a lot brighter than it is, even though we don't really need it. I mean, there's already enough light on the overhead. But yeah, this is a huge plus that we have the lighting underneath here. So that's our kitchen, and now let's move on to the living room. Like I mentioned, this flat was fully furnished. So it came with this couch, this coffee table, the dining chair and dining table, and the TV stand. So everything else we either bought brand new or we brought from our old flat. This is my boyfriend's workstation, and I also have a workstation in the bedroom, which I'll show you in a bit. This space works really well for us. I love the open concept here, and surprisingly, we have been able to host Friendsgiving here for the past 2 years, fitting like 12 people. I don't know how we managed to fit 12 people comfortably here with like a long dining table, but we have done it before. So as you can see, our flat is more on the modern side, and I really was trying to make this flat as homey as I could. So I was trying to add some plants in here. A lot of people in London, or at least in central London, do not own cars. So I bought this plant from Spitalfields Market, about a 20-minute walk from here. And of course, Derek had to carry this for me home for 20 minutes, this giant plant. It's really cool when I see like a new leaf come in, and yeah, it really has helped to make the space feel a little bit more cozy. Okay, I have a story to share about this mirror right behind me here. I found this mirror on Facebook Marketplace 3 years ago, and we went to pick it up at the seller's house. We were trying to get back on the bus to come home, and the bus driver would not allow us to get on the bus with this mirror because they were afraid that we were going to break it. which is totally understandable. And at that point, I was like, oh my gosh, we definitely cannot walk home. It will be like a 40-minute walk with this giant mirror. And if we Uber, it's gonna be expensive. So at that point, if we had to Uber home, I should have just bought a brand new mirror that would deliver to our place anyway, and I had to waste our time coming all the way out here, try to get a deal on Facebook Marketplace, right? So we literally stood there, multiple buses passed through until one bus driver finally let us on the bus with the smears. So it was quite an adventure to bring this bad boy home with us. But yeah, we've successfully brought this home and it's been with us for 3 years, hasn't broken, and we will be bringing this to a new place as well. I still don't know if I love or hate being able to see our neighbors and see what they're up to and vice versa. Obviously, everybody can see into our unit, but for the most part, everyone is pretty respectful of each other's privacy. Like nobody, except myself, is out here just like staring at what everybody's up to. And this giant window does let in a ton of light during the day, which is really important because London is always gloomy, I swear. So having a ton of natural light is a huge plus for us. And another big plus is we do have this outdoor space right here. Okay, now moving into our bedroom. This bedroom is so spacious, and this bed, I actually don't know if it's a California king size bed, but it's definitely at least a king size bed. But we've done the measurement and it's bigger than a king size bed. Regardless, I am going to miss this bed so much. It is so comfortable. And when Derek and I lay on this bed, like we are like so far apart just because of how big this bed is. The new flat that we're moving to, I believe, has a full-size bed. So it is gonna be a bit of an adjustment to go from the spacious bed to a full-size bed. So the maps that you see here, I got them from Etsy and they represent all the places that I have lived at. So I've lived in Paris, Austin, Texas, and Seattle, Washington. This is where I'm actually from. I do need to add 2 more maps on here, which are Bangkok, Thailand, and London, of course. This is my little collection of all the cities I've ever lived in. And moving on to over here, this is my workstation area. This is where you can find me 8 hours of the day. Actually more than that because I do sit here to edit and do all that too. So this is my little corner. What's nice about this is I get a ton of lighting that comes in here. This is a standing desk. Actually, Derek and I both have a standing desk. I do have this lovely walking pad here. So I'll just pop this over under my desk, raise up this table, and then just get my steps in for the day. What's really great about this bedroom too is you can access the patio. So this acts as like an extension to our bedroom, which is really nice. Okay, now that you have seen what the flat looks like, I am now going to take you around to see all the great amenities that this place has. Come along with me. We have now made it to the spa area. The swimming pool is actually quite large, and this was really nice during the summer. We can just come down here for a quick swim. We have made it to the gym area. The gym is open 24/7 and it does get quite packed during lunch and after work. You know, those are the peak times. I don't actually use this space that often because I do have a gym membership that is about a 10-minute walk from here with a whole bunch of great classes. So I typically go there instead. And now we are in the cinema room. I actually have never used this space before because we can just easily watch movies in our own room. But yeah, this is a really great place to have to host people. They have the projector there. And now we have made it to the residence lounge area. I have been down here a few times to work from here, but I don't use this space as often as I should. But I have seen people come in here and just kind of like mingle with friends. I am saving the best for last. We have made it to the rooftop area. I was hoping to film this rooftop on a sunny day with blue skies, but you know, we don't get a lot of those in London. But it's a little bit cloudy right now and quite windy, but I will insert some of the shots that I've gotten from up here, especially during sunset. Here is a 360 view of the rooftop. On the left hand side, we have Canary Wharf, which is east of London, and over there is south of London area. From up here, you can also see the Tower Bridge and Tower of London, which is actually only about a 2-minute walk from the flat, and of course the Shard. And panning over to the right hand side, that is the City of London. And fun fact, I used to work in one of those buildings, so this was quite a short commute for me to go into the office. We have come up here to like have lunch sometimes on a sunny day. Emphasis on a sunny, warm day. I'm actually really cold right now. Yeah, this is a lovely space to have. Okay, so that wraps up my London flat tour. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Would you live here? What do you think of this place? Is it worth the rent price that we were paying? If you have enjoyed this, then you'll also love my London flat hunt videos where I take you along to see what other places in Zone 1 and Zone 2 look like. I would appreciate if you can give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more London living content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!